a mod, now you camp on every upload, talking big from your parents' garage. You say you're tired of me, but you're first in the feed. Every post, every stream, guess I'm your whole routine. So I unsubscribe from you, click, click, gone, yeah, we're through. You can haunt my old reviews, but you can't control my view. You had front row seats backstage too, now you're blind, that's the truth. Keep refreshing like it's breaking news while I unsubscribe. All that tea you keep spilling in a group chat, zero chill, but you love the mess you make. Used to call every milestone, every mishap, now you lurk counting every breath I take. You say you're over me, but you stream every week. If I'm such a tragedy, why's my face in your sleep? So I unsubscribe from you, click, click, gone, yeah, we're through. You can haunt my old reviews, but you can't control my view. You had front row seats backstage too, now you're blind, that's the truth. Keep refreshing like it's breaking news while I unsubscribe for you. You said you had my back, but you just love the backstage. Every like, every clap only fed your outrage. This is my space, my time, my name. I'll post what I want, I'll be who I choose. You can sit in the dark, I've got nothing to lose. So I unsubscribe from you, click, click, gone, yeah, we're through. You can haunt my old reviews, but you can't control my view. You had front row seats backstage too, now you're blind, that's the truth. Keep refreshing like it's breaking news while I unsubscribe from you. Unsubscribe from you. Ring light glow on my tired face, burned out star in a bedroom stage. Comments say that I fell off, laugh it off, brush the dust from my top. Hit restart on a brand new page, new thumbnail, same wild blaze. They forgot how I crash and play, till I hit them with the click and a flame. Numbers dipping, heart still kicking. I've been plotting every frame. They've been talking, I've been trimming. Now I'm ready when they say my name. Click back, come back, go ahead and watch me rise and get refreshed. React, you've been waiting for this moment. Hit play, I'm back on your screen, bigger than the origin. Click back, come back. Watch me, watch me. New cut, new shade on the wall. for this one premiere. Countdown running, can you hear? 5, 4, 3, I appear. Hands up if you stay subscribed. Hands up if you change your mind. Either way, you're here tonight, so say it with me one more time. Click back, come back, watch me rising down my first react. You've been waiting for this moment, hit play. I'm back on your screen, bigger than the old routine. Click back, come back, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me.
Hey, hey. Up, what up? Happy midnight hour. Can't believe I'm going live. It's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. But I was busy. Like Queen Bee, who doesn't seem to have a fucking life, is online at 7. But I had to go live because there's so much I had to say. So first, let me say hi to everyone. What's up, Branda, Gina, Rock Jim? Thank you so much. Five Eyes, Aussie in the house. Who else? Gina. I think I said hi. Did I miss anyone? Amber. I got everyone. All right. So a lot transpired today. Like, whoa. And it reminds me of like the sands in Hourglass. These are the days of our lives. Did you guys see Nick's live? I know Amber did. But did the rest of you guys see Nick's live? Because he had me all the way to the very end. Once he got to the end, I was like, oh, hell no. But did anyone not see it? Let me start there. Because if you guys didn't see it, I'll play it. You saw some of it? You didn't see all of it, Rock Jam? It was pretty good. All right. Hey, Stalker. I will say this much. Brittany should listen. I mean, she really should. He gave her some good advice. Pull it up. Yeah, like a half hour of it. I will say, though, he did do a fundraiser. And the fundraiser was actually, it was good. He raised $221. And he got like 1,000 memberships. It's so weird to me, though, because for someone who's such a con man and such a con artist, he seemed nervous. Like, it was weird.
Is on? Yep, it is. You guys know I'm Nick the Hat. I don't go live much, but Here I am. I hope you guys have been well. Obviously, before we start anything tonight, I want to start with unity, because unity is
And let me just tell you guys, there is something that he released in this that was like, whoa, changes a lot. You guys will hear it when we get to it.
not agreement. Unity is how we treat each other when we don't agree. It's the discipline to stay truthful, stay fair, and stay human, especially when emotions run high. Today was a little bit
It's very hard for me to take a con man like him seriously when he says stuff like that. Because it's like, really, dude, are you still conning? Because it just doesn't seem sincere.
tense. There is active litigation between myself, Brittany, and about 12 other parties. Well, 14 if you count the defendants, or 64 if you count the others. It's pending. And because it's pending, I'm not here to try the case in public. I've actually condemned people that have done that for the past year, because it's pending. And I'm not going to discuss legal communications, strategy, any of that. I'm going to keep this grounded in what's already public and what I've directly observed. Here's the reality that forced this conversation into the open. For more than a year, I've watched a recurring pattern where issues that could be addressed privately and maturely, they don't happen like that, right? They don't stay private. They start in private channels, albeit Discord, iMessage, and then get taken public, then amplified on YouTube. Once it's public, it creates a cycle. More speculation, more accusations, more people dragged in, and less room for any resolution. So tonight, the goal is not to inflame at all. That's why there's no chat. I have that shut down. We're not going to have a chat. There's no need for it. The goal is to de-escalate while holding the line. We will deal in verifiable facts and public record. We're not going to do harassment. We're not going to do doxing. We're not going to stoop to their level. We're not going to do threats. And we're not going to turn the legal process into entertainment. We're not. Tonight, any funds that are raised,
To be honest, like I said earlier, I thought he did a fantastic job on this live. Like I will not take that from him. BJ needs to fucking listen to him and wake up. I'll tell you my theory after, but I think he did a great job on this live.
goes directly to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, directly. So there's no profit at all coming our way. These moments compel us to rely on one another. However, at times like this, guys, when hope seems lost and despair sets in, something extraordinary always emerges. It's the American spirit of courage, generosity, unity, and profound love for each other. It's supposed to be a true crime community, and that's precisely what I'm requesting tonight. And the only reason we're doing this on a live platform is because earlier there was a live about me by an individual that obviously is in the title. So I guess let's cut straight into it. I'm going to cover about 10 points from that individual's live, Brittany Jackson's, just so I can make sure the record is straight. Again, it's been over a year, and I want to say there were maybe 24 attempts, multi-hour attempts, to de-escalate the situation with Brittany and how she handles litigation.
Nanny, are you like reading my mind? Because that's one of the things I was gonna save till after the whole setup. But it's funny that you said that. Great minds think alike.
Stress and I guess drama, if you'll call it that, which is drama is when people get dramatic like the Kardashians or drama. A lot of the hate channels and a lot of the stuff that even Brittany, that you're partaking in, is criminal. That's what it comes down to. It crosses that line. And by continuing to discuss a situation that is bringing you such harm, it doesn't help it, right? Because every time you go live, it adds another 6 months. So here we are, a year and a half in, and here are the allegations that were brought up earlier. This was kind of not expected. I usually like to plan stuff before we go live. My camp was going to reach out to Miss Jackson before she went live. Well, I didn't know she went live. We were going to reach out and ask if she wanted to go live together and discuss whatever she wanted to get off her mind, because it was our understanding that she's not very happy that I said that if beats him, the guy that harasses the families of the missing and the vulnerable, were to finally unmask himself, come to Pennsylvania. But I pay Granny's legal fees. Okay, she can pursue whatever legal action she wants, but at least they'd be there. Oh, that's no judge is going to say, hey, keep the money. We don't want it. They're going to take it. So it'll be added to it. That's not something.
Yeah, I missed that earlier. I didn't catch that he wanted Beat Tim there for court, or that Beat Tim was harassing families. I got that wrong. I didn't realize that before. I thought he was saying for Beat Tim to be there so he could, like, just be an asshole. Hey, Island.
That should have been taken in the context that you took it in. And since you like to address stuff publicly, and this is really, we're doing it because we tried phone calls, we tried FaceTimes, we tried private discussions, we've tried everything under the sun. I mean, everything but Dr. Phil. And it didn't work. It didn't work. So we're going to have to stoop to the level of fact-checking this green team, which is Miss Jackson, because that term is also something that came with her. As far as one of the claims I heard is that somebody approached her. We didn't know who she was. She actually disparaged me before we even got involved. So I had no desire to work with Miss Jackson. And she said that I recruited her. She came to us. The victim.
Bam! He came to them. Interesting. DJ, I thought they came to you. I was under this whole theory that they came to her because they needed someone in Pennsylvania. No. She went to them. Wow.
The victim of concern for Miss Singh is not Miss Jackson. It's a veteran. It's Miss Valenti. It's a resident of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Somebody who resides here in our Commonwealth. That's the victim in chief. That's why Miss Singh is in this. It's not so much to do with Brittany, and that's on Brittany and the attorneys, and I won't get into that. But let's get into the points that were brought up. So the first one is, I'm going to quote right from the live. I'm accused of every time something happens, people think that I run to Nick. If there's something done legally, guess what? I don't have a heads up. That's false. The amount of heads up everybody gets, and it's funny how you're hearing this from one person out of nearly over a dozen people. When you sleep in until 5 p.m. and your hours of operation for phone calls are 30 minutes, I don't know what to tell you. That's on you. That's one of the points. Never had a problem from anybody else. I don't think the attorneys had any issues from anybody else as far as not getting stuff. You have to sign everything, so you're not hit by surprise. The lawyers usually send it to us, 2 days in advance? So 3, 4, it sits in your inbox and people have to like call you. That's on you. And like 14 people have to call you. So the next fact check, I guess, in the live from earlier. Let's see. Nick is being direct. So the allegation, Nick is being directed by Brittany to take legal retaliatory action against Granny. And then you got people over there. They're like, oh, well, she ran over to Nick. She ran to Nick and she told him, Granny's talking about me. Go do this. Again, demonstratively false. A lot of this stuff, there's a paper trail. There's a huge paper trail. Again, another falsity. Let's go to the next. Nick has been communicating with Miss Singh. I don't know where she comes up with this stuff. My question is, has Nick been talking with Granny? Why would you propose something if she wasn't? Why would you inject yourself when it didn't have anything to do with you specifically? Now, you've been addressing the internet, I know, since day one, and apparently it's getting the clicks that you need, and it gets you, do what you have to do, but you want to, if you want fact checks, you're going to get them. You can't come against people when we're coming together, and then you're the one that's ripping people apart, and there's a reason why you can't have more than, what's the longest turnaround you have for your moderators that all turn out to be, my God, name one that's still around from September 3rd or 4th or 5th or whatever dates the team got involved, or October.
All right. In defense of Brittany's mods, ex-mods, Brittany mods anybody. Like, she will mod you just for saying hello to her. A lot of mods leave together. Believe me, I've had 4 groups leave. People leave together because they become friends, and then one person leaves, and then another one leaves because that one left. So to say that it's all Brittany's fault is bullshit. Queen Bee has had a fuckload of mods leave. Nobody says a word. Jay has had a fuckload of mods leave. Nobody says a word. So everyone needs to get it out of their head that it's just Brittany that loses mods. No, it's just Brittany are the hot topic right now, but everybody loses mods and everybody loses groups together.
Do you have one that hasn't flipped and come back? They don't count. I don't think so. So next is vulgar. So it's what the F. We're in litigation, bro. We are in litigation, and you are going to sit there and say something like that. Again, we've been telling you this since day one, and what I said is not a problem. I'm offering to pay Ms. Singh's fees if B-Tim steps up to the plate, comes to Pennsylvania. We'll do it so the Four Seasons actually has a good deal on the conference room, and I can get that done, and we can fit 50 people, and it'll be free to people that aren't going to come in and be disrespectful. There's not going to be any fights. We'll have the Four Seasons security in the room and the Philadelphia police to protect. Nobody's going to hit anybody. I saw a rumor flying around. But if he decides to do that within the next 72 hours, gives us an okay, we have the lawyers and probably somebody, if you are in New York, Mr. B. Tim, will have a New York attorney execute that deal. And you, at the end of the day, whether it's, you guys can call it fake, it's not, she'll get at least what was petitioned for already. Next.
As much as I don't like B. Tim, what would he possibly need an attorney for? Nothing.
Is, and whatever else has led up to this point, up until today, to get her out. That's up to you, B. Tim. And that's not a problem, Brittany. That's not a problem at all. Next. Nick is juggling people. Okay, the transcript is juggling with all of us. That's not cool, playing around with everybody. Another falsity. This is one person out of over a dozen that believes this. This is one person that doesn't seem to comprehend stop talking about parties in the case. I mean, we're on the same party, so I guess it is what it is, or whatever party you want to label it. Next is the allegation of, and I've had people, oh, well, he's trolling. Okay, trolling or not, you don't play with stuff like that. And then you want to come out here and joke around. Now, I don't know if she's more outraged that this may be diverted from her drama channel, or if it was going to lead to a resolution in the case. I don't know which one, because I know that if the case gets resolved, she's not going to have much content. And I know Granny definitely wants the case resolved, I think, as near as I can tell. Then again, Valenti has that call because she's the victim with Granny. Not getting into that. Next.
Yeah, I found that to be a weird statement because, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. If Britney disappeared or things were resolved, 5 channels would have no content. Literally have no content. And I would love to see it on some of them. So I wouldn't say Granny wants this resolved. Granny is making more money now than she ever has in her fucking life. So trust me, she doesn't want this ended.
Is a direct quote. I don't know. I don't know how he would wield that kind of power. It's the fact that he's playing around with it. I don't know what power you're talking about, Brittany. Every plaintiff has the same phone number and the same email for the same attorneys. You have called said attorney. I'll leave it at that. And as far as you not being able to get a hold of him, that's another falsity. Nobody's going to answer the phone at 2 o'clock in the morning. Normal business hours would be helpful for anything in this situation like this. Nick could get Granny out of this tomorrow. I'm not even mad thinking that Nick would get Granny out of this tomorrow. It was a rather good offer. And if you keep prolonging it with your life.
Yeah, but I think that has to do with Tony, not with Britney.
Lives every single twice a day for over a year. Yeah, I think we can end that because it's a source of revenue for you and a pain in the ass for us. Next. After the injunction first started, there was a clone Dolly account that said something in the chat. He commented and said, "Dolly, you have 30 minutes to apologize or you'll be added to the injunction." So that, I never heard of that. I did have a little dispute with Dolly, but it was a misunderstanding, it turned out. It was a misquote that somebody had given. Not Mr. Rogers or anybody. It was some random troll that sent it over. Well, it turned out to be a troll. And I had a negative opinion about Dolly at the time because of that misquote. But then I realized that I was wrong.
Yeah, but she's already technically won the one in Pennsylvania. Plus, they're not winning the appeal. The thought of them winning is like ludicrous. She knows that. Her attorney knows that. But the one in Ohio, that's not home field. I think she's nervous about it. And rightfully so. But I think she's afraid that she used all her money up for this one, and that one could be dragged out, and she's kind of fucked because people don't hate Tony the way they hate Britney. And that, I believe, is stressing her out a lot. Rightfully so.
And I told him that. So, again, Brittany, this is about unity. I don't know what community of true. If you want to do Jerry Springer of YouTube, that's fine. But that's what you call it. That's not a true crime community. You're giving that a very weird name when you say this is a true crime community. We're going to talk about John Doe. But first, let me tell you what happened to me in the past 12 hours. I spoke about this person. They had the audacity to go live and refute what I said. Now I'm going to re-refute what they said and add another thing on top of it. The next day, the same thing happens. And then you one-up it, you one-up it, you one-up it. it has to really either get boring or it's making you that much money. I mean, whatever it is, it's not true crime and it's not a community of any sort. It's really not. Um, it's almost so. I have a. All right, here's a funny story. Ellen DeGeneres, she's a friend of mine, and she got accused of the wildest stuff on set. A lot of it, which was not true. Your show makes Ellen's, if all of the allegations were true, and you had some wild soldiers on set at the Ellen show. Let's say they were wild. You top it. You have more walkouts for your team than the entire communication workers of America combined in Los Angeles and New York. Your turnaround rate on moderators is like McDonald's flipping at the burgers. Your confidants turn on you left and right, and then you bring them back when they run out of content so they can get more. Either you're very naive, and I don't think that's true. After knowing you, I don't think that's true at all. Or you are very calculated. That's what it comes down to. There is a strategy behind it.
Thank you, Tony. Nick, you are one of the biggest scammers I've ever seen on YouTube. I don't think you should be talking about someone being manipulative. Just saying.
Or there isn't. But nevertheless, next topic is when something else happens, when there's a new filing, guess what? Brittany went to Nick and she calls this. Brittany went to Nick and she's making it worse. She's quoting herself. Brittany's doing all this. What? Hold on, let me read that slower. Huh, I don't get that one. Let's see. Now, let me make sure I get a few things clear. I don't speak for any of the other parties. This is me, myself, and apparently Miss Brittany Jackson that did a live earlier about me. Nothing to do with the other parties or the other plaintiffs, nor the defendants, trust me. But there are clear disagreements about approach and tone. There's tension among the parties, largely driven by how the dispute is being handled publicly. Because a lot of it is ending up in the court of public opinion on YouTube by one plaintiff and others. As far as near as I can tell, in my view, repeating public posting escalates the conflict, increases friction around the case, and just makes it a pain in the ass for everybody. It's been a year. Public commentary tends to create more disputes to argue about, even if it doesn't cause filings in itself. It's exhausting. Everybody, well, I guess not everybody's tired of it because you have viewers that are fueling it, but it's tiring. It adds noise and it makes it harder to reach a resolution. I feel like I'm negotiating between Syria and Iran and all this stuff, like the Venezuelans before we got Maduro. I'm over here trying to conduct peace in the Middle East with, oh boy. But again, guys, multiple people have reached out.
What I think is really sad, none of them realize that they're in a serious lawsuit. They just don't realize it. It's like they take it as a joke. Him saying these things like he's supposed to make peace or whatever. Dude, you're not supposed to make peace with someone you're in a lawsuit. Like, that's what mediators are. That's what courts for. Like, this is just weird to me. I just don't know why they don't take it seriously. They started it.
Encouraging her to stop, to step back and de-escalate. It doesn't work. The only reason I'm on YouTube doing it is because maybe this is the language that works in creator lingo or true crime lingo. Now, it's not true crime. I don't want to disgrace true crime. And at this point, That channel is a disgrace to the name True Crime. It's a hit for I'll give you that. Beautiful channel for drama, and I'm not trying to undermine her talent. She has a great ability to get an audience, but it's the topics and the talking points that aren't clicking right. Those talking points consist of division. It consists of literally dividing after unity. It's a little bit interesting. There have been repeated efforts to get everyone to disengage from online drama and focus on other stuff, cases, and if you here's I guess an exclusive. I offered you, Brittany, never before released Brian laundry footage of Brian and his parents in the home. If you were a true crime enthusiast, you would have jumped at it. Anybody would have, but you never followed up. You wanted to cover the drama. The drama.
Reason why I don't believe that, he could have given that, but he would have given that to Betty. He would have given that to one of his friends. It wasn't like, okay, well, if Brittany doesn't take it, then nobody's going to get it. I don't believe him. I think he's totally full of shit there. You have this unreleased footage that nobody else has, but Brittany didn't want it, so you're not giving it to anybody? Sit down, Nick.
And I'm not going to address, I guess, what any attorney advised anybody. That's on you if you want to try that. And obviously that'll be rebutted by, I guess, the attorneys in court. But what I can speak to is the behavior we all see. Ongoing public engagement, despite repeated requests to step back. And this is coming from our own side, if you will. This isn't directed at Granny or Barbecue at all. None of this entire live is actually nothing to do with them. This is about Brittany, because Brittany wanted the attention, and she wanted me to call her out publicly because she called me out publicly. So again, I'm probably going to do a longer video on this. This was a little bit unexpected, and I'll do that just to clarify and provide. It'll be in the replay, actually. What I'll do is work and have it edited, cut up, add receipts, what you guys like to call them, with proper redactions to refute whatever other allegations are in that 59-minute live. If another one happens, I'm not going to be going back and forth playing ping pong. We'll handle it in court where it should be handled, but I'd rather not do that. I don't know. Let's see. If there are any other talking points I have to hit, and these were all approved. That's why it took me a little while to get live. I had to go through the attorneys, plural. Sorry, it's been a long day. So, the dispute in itself, it's already repeatedly amplified online, through streams, through posts, through responses. Instead of letting things cool down, it keeps being recirculated publicly. It's being kept in the public arena rather than confined in the proper process.
But in all fairness, it's not Brittany that keeps the RICO and all this other stuff front and center. He's trying to put this on Brittany. It's not Brittany. It's everybody else.
By any means of the definition. Everything has been exploited in this process, and I've never seen something like this in my life. Everything exploited to this magnitude, it's kind
Thank you, Adrian.
of wild. I'm not by any means suggesting that Brittany is the sole cause of these filings, though I will tell you in that hearing we had in February, without all of the disruptions we had and the sheriffs having to march in twice, it was mostly about Brittany, who wasn't even there. And you know how, like, that's a slap in the face for the plaintiffs that show up there, but we only hear about Brittany and what she had to say the night before, and the night before, and the night before, and the week before, and the month before, and 2 months before. It's exhausting. But I'm not saying she's the cause of all of them, just a lot of them. Filings are obviously typically initiated through legal counsel and in the court process, but they've been initiated on YouTube and a lot of instances on here because of Brittany. Again, this wasn't supposed to be something that was going to be a call-out match, but it wound up there when I was instructed that I was live and I have to make a response on some of the allegations, if not all of them, but we just don't have time tonight.
And I agree with that. I'm saying the same thing. He's trying to put this all on Brittany. Bitch, you started this. You're the one that started this. You're the one that keeps it going. You can't put that on Brittany.
Let's see. As far as Brittany ignoring the lawyers, I'm not going to discuss anyone's legal advice, their attorney communications. I can only speak to what's public, which is the continued online engagement about an active case. I'm going to combat any misinformation that comes out about me only from those that are plaintiffs. That's not a thing because it's not happening. It's only one person out of like a dozen. You buy a carton of eggs and you have a cracked one. This is what we're dealing with. I'm not assigning motive. I'm describing a dynamic. Ongoing public engagement tends to escalate a dispute, and I think it's counterproductive while litigation is active. I shouldn't have to call you out like a child. I shouldn't. And you aren't a child. You are very bright. You are very good at what you do. You have a talent.
From this point on, I agree with him. I think from this point on of what he says about. You listen?
If you want to do it with the drama, do it, but do it respectfully and not at the cost of others and not at the cost of this litigation and not at the cost of people's sanity. Do it with people that I guess enjoy that back and forth instead. Don't get into a case just to turn it into that, because it robs the case of its value. It robs the community, the true crime algorithm, and all of that. When you have drama wars, like what? It's not cool, right? We're adults. We're not in high school, and even high schoolers would look at this and say, "Yo, these people are adults. They're adults, but they act like this on a public platform." It's ridiculous. But to call it true crime is a disgrace. To put anybody's name other than yourself and the person that you're going at in the title of any videos that you do is a disservice to the true crime community and to those who follow you, because we believe that you were, in fact, somebody that valued those same standards that brought a lot of us together. I didn't come to you. You came to us. You came to me. I didn't know you. Never would have met you. But here we are. We met. And I don't regret it. I don't. And this isn't to say that you're like terrible at what you do, because you're not. You're very, I'm going to tell you, you're popular. Because look, I think I have more clicks on this than you got Caster. So Brittany, let me tell you, you are popular. So you're just wasting your talent, girl. I don't know what else to tell you. You're getting a good amount of traction, which is another reason why I didn't want to raise any money on here or have super chats and stuff like that, because let the children have it. I don't want to feed into the drama. I don't want to feed into the mess, but I do want to get the message to you. And I guess this is like almost an intervention, a harsh one, but tough love kind. You have to stop it or do it with dignity. Watch some more talk shows like Jerry. Watch some more stuff like that. Not in any disrespect, that has an audience. It has a following. Trust me, I know a lot of people that became millionaires because of shows like that. A lot of people that became millionaires because of shows like that. Not just the host. I'm saying the producers, executive producers. One of them is still, he knows nothing really about the whole, I don't even know what to call it. He went from the Ellen Show to now the Jennifer Hudson Show. And he's the executive producer, Andy, my buddy. But that is a wild change of like vibe, right? But he became a maybe worth 75 million because of drama. Drama sells, but respectful drama that doesn't cause people to lose sleep, that doesn't cause mothers and those to cry on Christmas or other days. I'm not saying that you're the cause of that. I'm just saying in general, don't make people cry unless, I guess, if they come at you first and you're defending yourself, but just stop it for 3 months and see if they stop coming at you. They will. And if they don't, you file a police report and they'll get arrested because that's 3 months of harassment, stalking, and charges. And then you stick to the true crime. If you go to true crime, they can't combat you with anything. They're not going to attack you if you're not talking about them. They're not going to attack you if you're not acknowledging them, because they want to use your audience. They want to use your following to boost theirs. And it's working. It's working.
And I'm glad he said that, because I think a lot of people forget Brittany and Granny used to be friends. They were all against Natasha Cooper. Granny made a channel to go after Natasha Cooper. And Brittany still friends with her. And that's how all this started. Granny wasn't doing well on her channel. Brittany was. Brittany's channel started to take off. Granny was pissed. And then all of a sudden, Granny was trying to find her way. And Granny hooked up with, she left Jones in there and hooked up with Queen Bee. She wanted to build her channel. She decided to take the opposite of what Brittany liked. Like, Brittany was friends with Seth, and that's when they all started going after Brittany. Or, I'm sorry, they started going after Seth. It was because they wanted numbers. Nonsense wanted numbers. Fucking Granny wanted numbers. They wanted to beat her numbers. They wanted to be bigger than her. That's how this all started. I don't know how it got twisted of Brittany is so bad and Granny is so innocent. That's just not true at all.
But other than that, I think for the most part, that's the message. I'll have some more to say if I have to. I don't want to. I don't want to have to go back and forth. But again, we're going to update this with receipts and put that in there for you guys. Nothing that's going to be like any embarrassing or anything. Like, we're not trying to. It's going to refute everything that was said line for line. So if I have to do another live, I'm going to. I'll know in the next couple of hours what we're dealing with and how much more was said. I can't emphasize it. I mean, of all people, Brittany, you should know when it comes to Discords and stuff and YouTube and every Twitter, X, Facebook, iMessage, everything. We know as far as what your reaction was. We know what you said.
Oh, I agree. Brittany took it way too far. I'm just saying what started it. That it went too far. The lawsuits are fucking ridiculous. So you guys know I'm dead set against. I don't even like people even mentioning it. But it is how it started.
Said about this live. We know when you found out about it. And we're not trying to fight. We're just trying to get the message to you to get on the same page with everybody. Again, thanks guys for tuning in, and I'll be back when need be.
Let's go!
Now you got to hear the stupidest thing you're ever going to hear in your life. Like, he had me up until this. Once he came back and started rambling his bullshit, I was like, oh my God, he's such an idiot. So listen to what he comes back with. It's almost comical. I mean, it's not almost comical. It is fucking comical.
Oh, actually need be now. I forgot to tell you guys, we have a wild lineup coming up. Let me read some of the names for you. Ugh. You're going to like this. So, a sneak peek. Director Patel is going to be joining us. That's one of the ones I'm excited about. Casey Anthony's going to be coming on as an advocate this summer. we will be having Mr. Stallone, Sly. He'll be joining me in March. I just hit my knee. March or April. March, April. It might be April. I have to double check. He's going to be talking about his plans for 2026, his retirement, and what is in the works for 2027. It's actually he's a wild guy. Aside from him, we have a lot of the members of the Scream 7 cast. Matthew Lilliard, who plays Stu Macher in Scream 7. We have Tatum Evans from Scream 7 coming in. And then we have Mr. Alan Jackson, Jose Baez. Leslie Van Houten, the Charles Manson mother lady. This is going to be make sure I'm not showing you guys too much. But let's see. Oh, you can't see it. It sucks.
Alan Jackson would never go on his show. Casey Anthony, highly doubt it. Sly Stallone, no. The whole cast of Scream, yeah, okay, Nick. Tell me another fucking lie. This is when he totally lost me.
But that's that one. We have Victoria Justice. We are waiting on the date for Miley. And Kai Trump for the fall. Miranda Cosgrove is coming on. Selena Gomez we have in the works. Britney Spears in the works. Luke Bryan talking about his tour for 2027. And possibly, hopefully, if I'm lucky, Amber Heard breaking her silence. Again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a great one.
Let's go!
That's when he lost me. I was like, dude, stop. Like, I'm literally embarrassed for him. Just literally embarrassed. Like, he would have been great if he ended it on the Britney show. But to come back and say all of this shit, dude, Alan Jackson, fucking Amber Heard, none of these people are coming on your show. Just stop. Oh no, he's serious, Bedwell. He's dead ass serious. Exactly, he wishes. But I had to laugh. I was like, what a fucking idiot. So I have my opinion. Do I think this setup? Yeah. What the setup is, I don't know. I don't know if he's trying to bait Granny, if he's trying to put it all on Britney, but he really wouldn't have that choice. That's not up to him. I mean, that's up to a judge how it's divvied out. Considering Britney signed something, but didn't have, like, I found out, like, her document or whatever, a declaration, never even made it into court. I don't think she's that liable. I really don't. I mean, I might be wrong, but I don't think that liable considering, yeah, she signed, but not even her declaration went in there. So I don't think she's liable as people might think she is, but I don't know. Did she get herself wrapped up in this fucking mess? Is it anybody else's fault but she got herself? It's not fucking Crama. It's not you. It's a real live court case. I don't think any of it affected be where it's at. And I don't think Nick affected, I don't think Lizzie affected. And I've been saying that for a while. Oh, it's in her. Oh, all right. I didn't. I'll tell you later, Ben. Five Eyes is the longest back from Molly days. I'm cutting in and out. All right, I'll get closer to the mic. If I get like really close to the mic, I don't cut in and out. It's when I don't talk loud. So, okay. Let me get into the other half of this. Sinner. Did you guys... All right, so here's my thing. Jay was one of the leading forces in going after Britney. Okay? Literally, one of the leading forces of going after her. And I hear the other night, Sinner says, "Oh, I want to thank Jay's people for coming in." Why? Why would you... Why? Why would you thank her people for coming in? Why would you want her people in there? I thought Britney was your friend, Sinner. Why the fuck would you want anything to do with Jay? And Britney, am I roboting? Really? Seriously? I don't know why I'm roboting. I shouldn't be roboting. I don't know. Oh, I know they want her subs. 100%. But I cannot believe that Britney is so fucking dumb that she doesn't even see it. Like, dude, this is fucking Jay. Jay led the fight against you. Why would you think that Sinner would welcome Jay in his chat? Jay said on a live, Sinner isn't what she thought. He's always polite, and BJ is perfectly okay with Jay now. Wow. See, I didn't know any of that. That's crazy. Oh, I know he's trying to take BJ's channel. He's trying to get Jay subs. He's trying to get BJ's channel. It's fucked up. And I warned her. I warned her for so long. She didn't listen. So now it's like, you know what, Brittany? I fucking told you. I try to warn you. And I heard tonight or today that Shady tried to warn her. Shady said to her, "Yo, did you see what went on with Sinner?" Because Sinner said today in his live, I listened to about 15 minutes of it. Sinner said in his live today, "Oh, Nick came in and Jay came in and oh, people are going to be mad." Not really, Sinner, but good way to say fuck you to your friend Brittany. That's insane to me. Like, why would you welcome these people? I mean, it's just stupid. I just don't get it. And when I was listening to him, I was shocked. I was like, dude, like, you're a guy. This is nuts. And he's like, "Oh, I've been fighting with Queen Bee for 2 years." I don't think you should keep saying that, Sinner, because it's kind of embarrassing. I mean, it really is. I'm kind of embarrassed for him. And he acts like, oh, Queen Bee's such a liar. Sinner, you've lied a lot. You tell stories. You're the one that's lied. And, you know, about Queen Bee. Now, does that mean that he went after her kids and all that other bullshit? No, absolutely not. He never went after her kids, ever. That's her lies. It's like they all fucking lie. No, he didn't turn on Brittany yet, but he welcomed Jay in the chat, and he welcomed this one in the chat, and Nick in the chat. And why is Jay hooking up with Sinner? What? Why? Is it all a setup? Are they all fucking out of their minds? Nina, I agree with you. 100% agree. I said last night, I'm going to say it again. I'm not military, but I don't understand what the fuck the big deal is that everyone is flipping out about. If basically, if you didn't lie in the first place, then who cares? Who cares when anybody finds out about you? If you didn't lie about it, don't worry about it. That's my feeling. But again, I'm not military. I hear it's different, but I don't know. Don't come on YouTube and lie, and you don't have to worry about it. See, I thought the same thing, that he can't really afford to turn on BJ, but if he gets Jay, then it doesn't matter. And why does Jay need Sinner? That's the other thing. If she's such a Billy badass, why do you need Sinner? They are scumbags. I agree with you, Bad Wolf. Sammy, I could say this because Yarn's not here. With the exception of Clue and Cletus, because I don't see it with them, they're all like that. Every single one of them is like that. Yeah, to give you an example, Nonsense today. I was doing some and I couldn't get to my phone to change a channel, and somehow I landed in her live. She was talking about Moon or something, and she's like, I don't go to those people, that side of Crama community. Bitch, sit your fucking ugly ass down. That side of Crama community. Why do you think you're a Billy Badass nonsense? You're a fucking joke. Talking about Britney is the only reason you even have numbers. Sit your ass down. I couldn't believe she said that. Like, here's a news flash. Nobody in this sector is any better than another one. Just because you get numbers or one makes money doesn't make you better. You hooked up with the right people, plain and simple. It doesn't matter if someone has 5 subscribers, a clip channel that has, gets 200 views, doesn't matter. Nobody is fucking better than anybody when it comes to where you are on YouTube. Whether you're a better person, yeah, I'm better than you nonsense and many others around here. But that's outside of YouTube. But just going on YouTube alone, nobody's fucking better than anybody. Because remember, your views can drop tomorrow. Your subscribers can turn on you in a fucking heartbeat. In an absolute heartbeat. Yeah, but Sammy, that's because she's been around for a long time. And I don't like Jay. I've never liked Jay. So don't think I'm sticking up for her. But numbers come and go. Sammy, you used to see my numbers. Numbers come and go, though. You could be hot one day and be bad the next. You could be bad one day and all of a sudden you take off. It just happens. Nobody should ever judge someone's views as, oh, they must be great or not. Because look at Britney. Is Britney a good creator? No, Britney sucks as a creator. But she gets 400 or 500 people in there. Why? She sucks. And she's boring. She sucks as drama. She sucks as a creator. She sucks as true crime. Doesn't care about her subscribers. She's a fucking grifter. She gets 400 or 500 people in there. Think about it. So should you really judge by numbers? No. Hater. Regardless, though, whether it be haters, supporters, either way, I'm just saying that you can't look at someone's numbers and think, oh, they must be great because they have all those numbers. No. And numbers come and go. But Jay's also been around for a long time. She comes and goes. But Jay lost a lot of people. But Jay still does well with, yeah, but haters still bring in money. It doesn't matter. If I had 400 haters in here, I don't give a shit. Yeah, because she found a way to make money off Sebastian Rogers. Because she said for a long time, I'm not true crime. I'm not true crime. So, and she's not. But the holier than now attitude, yeah, gotta go. Stop with this holier than thou attitude. Like you're so much better. Yeah, she's gaining the hidden true crime. That's what I'm saying. I don't think her numbers are that down. Personally, I never liked her. I always thought she was an asshole. That's my own personal feeling, though. But again, haters are numbers. I don't think Jay ever liked QB. Again, hate watchers doesn't matter. There's still money. All right. Servicemen and women, military service protect for a reason, and if it's okay to do it sooner than others, at what point does it become acceptable for my boyfriend and my ex to be looked up? I'm just saying, to me, it's like college. It's like if someone looked up my college record, look it up. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I didn't lie about anything. You want to look up my jobs? Go right ahead. I don't give a fuck. But when people lie, they get really upset. But again, I'll say I'm not military. I don't have family in military. So I can't say anything about military. But I'm just saying in general, I didn't understand why they were like flipping the fuck out. Everybody can look up anybody. But again, I'm not military. So, she had Clip Punk on her first panel today. Everyone has something to offer. That's what I'm saying. I just did not like the holier than now. Like, I don't go to that side of you. Shut the fuck up. See, but this is also where I don't care. I don't give a fuck if Craig did or didn't. I don't care if Craig finished the military or didn't finish the military. What do I care? I don't give a shit. You know, he's not supporting me. He's not paying my bills. I don't give a fuck. Like, if I had to look outside of YouTube, Britney's a lowlife. Craig is a lowlife. Yes, I believe Britney gave away her children for a man. I don't believe she really fucks with her other kids. And as someone that's older, I've seen that story more than once where a woman leaves her current kids for her new baby daddy and then says, fuck the other kids. I've seen it. And I do think that's what Britney did. But again, that's not my problem. But I think they're all a bunch of lowlifes. I think a lot of them, most of the people in this community outside of YouTube are a bunch of lowlifes. And ex-cons, and it's just how I feel. That's true too. And he says, I don't think people would look at Craig because Craig is not making it his identity as Sinner does. Not that I care, because I think Sinner's way of speaking about women is enough of a turnoff. I agree. Oh, Denise, I disagree. I don't know. I just think it's a setup. I think it's a setup behind the scenes. I think it's a setup. I don't know. I just feel a big setup coming up. Jay is very manipulative. Sinner is like, I guess I have a hard time with, forget the way he speaks, but I happen to have a hard time with him saying, oh, this one's pays her bills from YouTube. Sinner, so do you. You pay your bills from YouTube. That's why you've been live for 5 hours a day. You used to bitch at Queen Bee about it, saying, oh, Queen Bee's on all day. So are you. Look at your lives. You're on 4, 5, 6 hours a day. You're a man. Why aren't you working? Like, go get a job. Go get a life before you sit there and judge someone else. I don't know if he thinks he's going to be like Keemstar or something, but dude, no. It's disgusting. Oh, she already said she isn't mad about it. I think she likes Jay again. I think they're all just scammers trying to build their community. And I don't mean YouTube community, build their drama circle so they can be friends. And yeah. Thank you, Bad Wolf. Rent payment. Thank you, love. And I agree with that too, Nina. Yeah, Rock Jam went to go get a honey bun. A honey bunny. I don't know. Did she ever like Jay to begin with? But that's what I'm saying. Like, they all will turn on each other in a fucking heartbeat. They're all a bunch of fucking hypocrites. They'll all turn on each other as fast as you could fucking even think they would. And that's what they do. And Black Widow, I have said that before 1,000 times. I agree with you. Like, the part that I listened to today with Sinner, he was talking about QB and this, $1,900 bill or whatever. And he went on and on about how she was grifting in Discord and blah, blah, blah. And then when he read it off, she wasn't grifting. She was telling her fucking people how much it cost. That's not grifting. All she did was say, you guys are never going to believe it was fucking $1,900. I tell my Patreons, my inner circle, what bills are. I'm like, you are never going to fucking believe it. I just had to pay. I'm not looking for payouts from them. I'm just telling them as friends. I mean, you get close with people. You just tell people as friends. So when he said that, I thought she was like, oh, I need help with money. No, she didn't even say anything like that. And that's when I turned him off. I was like, you know what? This is such bullshit. Like, he's not even fucking honest. And then once say how this one's not honest or that one's not honest. No, you're not honest. That's not fucking grifting. And I've always said he's jealous of the community she has. He's fucking jealous of how much money she makes, her, community. And he could deny it all he wants. I think that fuels his hatred. I really do. Laura will sell you. Yeah, I'll sell you rent $50. And it's crazy. You don't tell me what bills you pay. Oh, I could. For me to take Dayton to see this school is going to cost about $1,000. And I'm panicking. So, yeah. He's like, you don't have to come with me. I said, yeah, I kind of do. So what did happen between Sinner and BJ? Well, if you want to hear some of it, I'll play some of it. Because he sounds very happy when he says, oh, everyone's gonna hate that Nick came in here and Jay came in here. It was fucking weird. Like, that's another thing. People need to come back to reality. Nobody gives a fuck. People are so wrapped up in their own narcissism that they actually think people give a shit. Sinner, nobody cares. I know you think people care. Nobody cares. Nobody's losing sleep because Jay and Nick are in your chat. They probably laughed at you. Like, for real. They literally probably laughed at you. And I know they're laughing at Jay and laughing at Nick. But some people just, they get so wrapped up in their own, like, in their own narcissism that, oh, they're going to be so mad. Nobody cares. Told BJ I didn't even know who Nick was and thought it was a troll. Yeah, sure he did. How could you be friends with Brittany and not know who Nick is? Come on now. I know, that was so weird. They called her mayor. That took the cake on fucking weirdo. Yeah, BJ cares. Did she even go live tonight or she didn't even address him? I was wondering if she was going to address him. Because, I mean, in actuality, Nick really didn't say anything bad. I mean, he didn't. And by the way, Sammy, no, Sinner never went after her kids. That was her lie. That was an absolute blatant lie. Sinner never went after her children. Went after her, never went after her kids. Just like Jonesin never went after her kids. Oh, she did do a short one addressing Nick or no? Which channel? See, I'm not sub to her, so I don't see her. But she did denounce the green team. If people didn't know that, she did denounce them. She says, I am no longer green team. If people are going to leave me over it. Oh, is she? All right, hold on. Which channel? I don't know. I don't think they were friends. I don't think they even knew each other. Which channel is she on? I found it.
I'll check it, Whitney, for sure. Praying for you to let this pressure off of you in Jesus' name. Pray, amen. Pray, everybody, please. Please, y'all, because I just, Lord have mercy. It's every day is something new. Yesterday it was my mods. Today it's this shit, you know?
Brittany, you caused this shit. You call Nick out. Oh my God, what is she talking about? She called Nick out. Oh, Crama Rails is playing her? I don't think it makes a difference, though. Does it make a difference? All right, let me get it from Crama Rails. Oh.
Oh, I was talking to a couple of the girls today, Carolina. Like, when all that stuff was going on. Oh, yeah. I need to I need to get another group going. Carolina Moon, are you in the Discord? I'm gonna have to send you the link to the Discord. I don't think you're in.
Thank you, Jinxie.
It's okay, teaching. We're just getting started. Oh, Kathy, I hope you're doing well. Isn't it, Lee? Isn't it? It is weird. It's really weird. I gotta tell you, timing is crazy too. I was at that time, but okay, that's good. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it to you. Check text. Okay. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. A minute.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning by her. Why does
Oh
she
my
have
goodness.
to put you on hold so much? Like, what the fuck are you doing, Brittany? It's 3 a.m. by you.
What a joke. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Give me a second.
Like, what the fuck are you possibly
back,
doing
y'all.
at 3 a.m.?
I'm gonna end this out. I'm coming back on well. What I'm not gonna do is be content for these sick motherfuckers. You're not getting shit from me tonight. No, bitch.
The fuck is she talking about? You'll be sleeping within like 10 minutes. Like, who is she kidding? No, I think Trisha's live. I think that's who she's referring to. Don't give a fuck about me. No, I really think that was geared at Trisha. But we can rewind though. You address anything?
So late. Hello. Hello, guys. Carolina Moon. BB is me. Very in chat much though. Oh, okay. And they're having a really tough night. And just asked us, Marlene. I hope he's okay. Doing okay. What? Sue for what? Exactly. What are you going to sue for? I'd be yelling to the world, hey, 501 Dimeback Creek. I just, Lord have mercy, every day is something new.
That was literally 15 minutes of absolutely nothing. Like, literally nothing. That's crazy. See, that's what I'm talking about, though. That was boring as fuck. And she probably still has a couple of hundred people in there. Make it make sense. But I do think it's funny, though. Whoever she was talking to about the being live, like, oh, you're not getting content from me. What do you think is going to change by you going live again? do you think the people streaming you are not going to still stream you? Like, that was like the dumbest thing I ever heard. It's not like, oh, I'm going to do a private live in Discord. That I can understand. But that's not what she's doing. She's like, oh, you're not going to stream me. I'll be back. You're coming back on your same channel. Duh. What's the point of shutting down then? She makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. You know what I mean though? It's like, duh. Someone said Laura Perplex was streaming you, so I don't know if it was or off a true. I'm sure it was true. I'm sure. I can't even type. Yeah, like members only. What the fuck does that do? It doesn't do anything. You just can't, non-members can't type. It doesn't mean they can't stream you. Like, she's so dumb. All right, so she's gonna go over to a drama channel. Yeah, 11 minutes of absolute. Yeah, she has nothing set up. Hey, Lilith. So, what do you guys think is going to happen with Jay Sinner? Because, like I said, I think people can say what they want. I think that it's not going to end well for Britney at all. I think Sinner is going to say fuck Britney. I kind of think maybe Jay is setting someone up. I don't know. It's just something's going to happen. Watch. Sit back and watch. A lot of people told her a long time ago. You know how many things that I try to tell her that she didn't listen? And I was right. So many things that are coming up now that even my subs are like, you told her this ages ago. I said, I sure did. I do think you might be right. I think they are trying to take her down. But for a weird theory, though, I don't think they're trying to take her down because they hate her. I think they're trying to take her down. All right. I know Jay long enough, and I know how she thinks. And I really believe that Jay wants to take her down so the rest of them have no more content. That's what I think. Because without talking about Britney, none of them, well, I shouldn't say, I think QB and Clue will be able to talk about other things and still have a following. But I think it's going to if Britney went away or they took her down or whatever, there's a lot of channels that would have nothing to talk about. And I think it would hurt. I do. And I wonder if that's Jay's intention, that Jay's looking at it like, well, if I hook up with this one and I hook up with that one and we take Britney out, all my ex-friends have no more content. So fuck them. Let's do this. I really think she might be thinking like that. I mean, maybe I'm giving her too much credit, but I do think she might be thinking like that. That if I just get rid of her, then all them are fucked. So that's how I think it's going down. Exactly. Take away their feed so they can't milk the cow anymore. 100%. I really do believe that. Because I can't see why Jay even cares about Sinner. She gives her mods too much power. See, I don't know. I've never been her mod. But they don't want to do that. It's BJ's job. Yeah, but it's also their income. They did bingo on BJ and I did love it. See, that's what I'm saying, Nanny. That's why I don't understand how everyone's like, oh, it's okay. We'll forgive you. It's just weird. I don't know why. It's just weird. They're against bringing channels down. That's funny, right? That's like a joke. They're not against bringing channels down. Believe that. You should have seen how happy they were when Natasha Cooper was gone. Who were they happy? Molly, Zav Girl, they try to get down. Trust me. They talk a good game. They like channels down. Don't let the bullshit hit you. Which three, Denise? I know it's what they said, but if you look at their track record, no. They bring channels down. And if they didn't, they wouldn't strike. They absolutely. Queen Bee said, I don't want to bring channels down. Yes, you do. Stop the lies. Yes, you do. Because they were all excited when Natasha Cooper went down. They were all excited when Molly went down. They were all excited when Zav Girl was getting the shit all over. Yeah. And I've said it before, for a bunch of criminals, the people in this community are the weakest fucking cop callers I've ever seen. I mean, they like cry over everything. Oh, you played my shit? I'm going to strike you. I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to have a lawsuit. Like, shut the fuck up. This isn't even drama. Like, what we used to do, if someone was playing our shit, we'd just put it on private. We didn't fucking strike people. Striking was like wrong. Like, you're an asshole. I can give you history, Island. Big history. But that's what I'm saying. These people play the subs. Like, they're so full of shit. And then behind the scenes, they're like totally different. Or they think that, you know, people won't remember. Or, you know, you connect with the right people and it's okay. Like, yeah. I could go on and on for an hour, but I won't. Oh, BJJ and Sinner? Oh, I don't know though. I can't see BJ and Jay getting along just because of their personalities. Like, I could see Sinner and Jay getting along. But I'll tell you this much, though, and I'm not getting into personal business, but I will tell you this much. When Jay was first going after BJ, I said to people, I was like, where does she get the audacity to go after Craig? Maybe people should take a look into Jay's ex-husband or Jay's husband. Jay also walked away from her children. Like, Jay is not a good person. So when she kept going after Craig, I was like, how do these people not know her history? How do these people not know her situation? But then I saw recently that Clue keeps dropping all the hints of all the stuff about Jay. I was like, well, I'm glad somebody fucking realized it. Because that's something I never understood. I'm like, how do they not know who the fuck Jay is? But they didn't. I heard something about Sebastian. Now I forgot what it was. I remember. I feel like I got to talk so loud. But if it doesn't make noises, then that's a good thing. Yeah, I would love Somewhere Wells Found. I agree with you. Just some answers. Like, what the hell happened to them? You know, it's like kids just don't disappear. But in Tennessee, they seem to. Like I said, I can see Sinner and Jay. Thank you, Amber. I can see Sinner and Jay. Lord Troll in 4K gets a membership. Woo woo. I can see Jay and Sinner connecting. I can't see Brittany and Jay connecting. Yeah, a lot of kids do go missing in Knoxville. I wouldn't raise kids in Tennessee. Hell no. Huh. SoFlo, I haven't seen her in forever. Do you think they're both alive? Do you really? I don't know. I hope so. I mean, it's a wonderful thought. Oh, that was what I was thinking of earlier. White Boy Lockdown with this autopsy thing. Did anyone watch it? Amber, did you watch it? I knew there was something about Candace, and I couldn't remember what it was. Amber, did you end up watching it? Was it any good? I don't dislike White Boy. I just have a hard time watching him. Oh, I agree with you. That's what separate off to begin with. Sinner J connection, 100%. Totally agree with that. Oh, you haven't watched? Oh, I thought you watched it. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, White Boy, I guess Candace Wells was living with this woman, Dee Dee or something, and I think they think that Candace killed her. That's my assumption. So white boy got Dee Dee's autopsy report or something. I don't know who Flo is. I also never understood the whole Shaney connection. Like, I cannot watch her. But then again, I can't watch Amber Reed or Foodie Beauty. Like, they just gross me out. Yeah, we can definitely skimp through it. I mean, I'm not going to watch the whole 2 hours because, I'm too tired. But we could definitely skim through it and get the good parts.
Some of you may know, or maybe you'll learn. I met this person in real life, met her husband. This is Dee Dee, and this was Candace Bly's very good friend. They even call themselves cousins. And on Dee Dee's vehicle, she went and got it decked out. His number, a picture of Summer. Come on here and convict somebody and call them a killer if we don't have evidence, right? Now, I understand there's a lack of information in that case. Well, and because of that question, so many live streams come with me to deal with my plug at a reason, or on understanding the criminal element, understanding and living with killers. That is retarded. That is retarded. You're not going to be able to show your tits and ass and get an admission out of somebody. You're just a raggedy hoe.
Well, you can if you have the right tits and ass.
But this is the thinking of the wife. We did all that. Donna Candace fight. We all know this. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to hide it for myself, my wife. Calling it out. I'm like, no, this is all misinformation. This is all fake. Like Ziggy, starting to get this is concerning behavior. I show the receipts. Normally, if you know this channel, covering this case, I think people are finally realizing that. I don't care if you think the Wells are implicated in it. When on top of the missing.
See, this is my problem, though. This is why I do not get 400 or 500 people in here, because I just go right for the gusto. I don't waste an hour talking about all this other shit. I'm just, boom, right for the gold. 5 minutes into my live, I'm already telling you what's up. Email me, Lilith.
We know that TBI still has some of those items they took initially from the Wells. But Don's never went and got them back. People have twisted my words when I said that and how can Don say that he doesn't know Paul Hill when that's I absolutely will and then pass, correct?
It took him 47 minutes to get to the autopsy. I would have been on it in 10.
Let me show you some of the stuff from this report, and then we'll I guess we'll discuss it as a community. Report, and just took some key stuff. So I zoom in, actual date of death, 9 3:25. Now, babe, before I went live, I saw that and said something, and the reason I asked that question was that's a very important key right there. I don't. So by me saying that, I don't remember when actually she died. Well, that's what I thought. Don't tell anybody.
She died instantaneously in bed.
Okay, this is important to understand, people, because I'm a little bit lost here. Approximate interval between onset and death, seconds unknown. Now, you'll have to understand the cause, which we're going to get here momentarily. There's a lot to go into this, so just hold that thought for a moment on that. Which will, let's just get into that right now, actually. Sudden cardiac arrest, remote and most recent myocarditis ventricular wall. So I'm going to go to the comments now on this. I have some thoughts on this. So you have heart attack. Now, before I go to the comments, resorting back to conversation with Candace, there was no life-saving techniques done on Dee Dee. And I don't want to put the wrong thing out, so correct me if I'm wrong. And
Yeah, but white boys, some heart attacks, it doesn't matter if you do. Like sometimes you're just dead. So that could have been the case there. I mean, if someone had a heart attack in front of me, I don't know how to save them. I don't know how to revive them.
did she call Fred before the police? Who called the police? Fred. And she didn't give life-saving techniques, aka CPR. So I'm unsure, but let me explain. Noelle, I didn't know this until a couple.
Told many people many different stories.
So what Noelle just said is she.
In the chat, they can all tell you.
Okay, I just wanted to be able to hear you then. I have to repeat this shit. I understand all that, guys. I'm just trying to explain this, right? But my point is, where I was going with this is knowing what happened and what she did with this situation, what you just heard. Boy's back immediately. I mean, how do you walk out? Fred did call 911. If anybody is in a medical,
He's got more subs than me now. Well, close. But yeah, he does well. I guess that's all there is. Not much. Candace Wells, I don't know. I guess they're worried about why she didn't call 911 or whatever, but maybe it was because of drugs and she froze. But I want to see if he had anything good, but not much there. But here's his link if you want to watch the whole video. Boop. But I saw a girl that looked like not Summer, the Wells kid. Oh my God, I can't think of their names. But the older one, I literally took a double take. I was like, oh my God, this girl looks just like her. But I can't remember her name. It's one more check and then I'll probably get off because I gotta get to bed. I I don't think Brittany came back on. She never came back on. Oh well. Candace's sister. Oh, that's who Dee Dee is? Candace. No, yeah, Candace's sister's Rose. The glare is still on. Can't believe he's still on. Yeah, Brittany never came back. Who wasn't Wells? Rose? She was married. Ugh. That's such a fucked up case, though. All these cases are fucked up. They really are. But I am going to get off because I got to be up semi early. But we got new lotions up on the website. I'll show you. Because they are the reason why I was so late tonight. Oh. Doing pictures sucks. I hate doing pictures. Hate it. All the new lotions are up. Yeah, you could put name. I'm not like that. I don't care about names. I don't care if people put names up. Doesn't bother me at all. I'm all like creators get so like, oh my god, don't put their name in the chat. I don't give a fuck. If someone's gonna go to another creator, they're gonna go whether they name them in chat or not. I think is Dee Dee now? I don't know what Dee Dee is. Kenneth Stamey? Who's that? That's the name of the channel? I have no idea who that is. $89 subscribers? Who found this? Wait, you think that's Summer? I don't think so. On a live what? Gotta speak in complete sentences. This is what you're talking about, right? I don't think she looks like Summer. Like here, she doesn't look like her at all. Why so many pictures on April 13th and that's it though? Guy likes April 13th. Oh, he's not alive now. Well, that's probably why I stopped posting. But I don't think it looks like her. No, her eyes were lighter. She had blue eyes. This girl's got brown eyes.
Color like the
A
stars.
favorite color like the
I
stars.
didn't listen very hard.
He did.
Yeah, I don't think it looks like her. How did he pass? It's very weird. Like he's got so many videos on April 13th. Yeah, I don't think it looks like her. There are play colored contacts? Huh? Trust me, Candace couldn't afford colored contacts. Yeah, now this girl's eyes are brown. Summer had like really light blue eyes. Yeah, definitely not her. Like here kind of looks like her, but that's it. I don't see it anywhere else. Yeah, see, definitely not. But that's one thing about her. She always had big bright blue eyes. By the way, does anyone know how the boys are doing? I was going to leave a message for White Boy. I was curious if anyone knows how the boys are. Because you haven't heard anything from any of them. Candace, Don, nothing. So I do wonder. Hopefully they're doing well. Whatever happened to Don? Anyone know? It's weird. They just disappeared out of spotlight. It's crazy though. You just think how people just disappear. No trace, never found any trace, nothing. Oh, they didn't stay together? Oh, that's good. I'm glad. They're in foster homes. It sucks if they're not together, though. I think kids should stay together. But one of them is probably, isn't one of them probably close to 16, 17 already? Because wasn't he 14 when she disappeared, the oldest? Which would make him roughly 17, 16? I'd want to get adopted too, though, because you can age out of foster home and then you're kind of fucked. Ugh. All right, I'm going to get off. Summer's image of her oldest brother. I heard he was at a function at Christmas. Oh, really? That's what I'm saying. Oh, he's 19? No, he's not that old. There's no way he's that old. He was like 14 when she disappeared. Which would make him like 17, right? Right? I can't remember. Bye, Tony. I love you. Hey, Curb. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Who knows? You might do another late. I kind of like this late spot. But I want to thank you guys. I think I'm working Monday, so I won't be able to stream the trial. But maybe tomorrow night we'll do the cross-examination of the au pair. I did watch some of it this morning. It wasn't as good. She did a lot of, I don't know, I don't remember, maybe. So it kind of sucked, though, that the cross-examination was kind of lame. But it's definitely an interesting case. So I was thinking maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Unless something pops off like tonight. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit the thumbs up. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for the memberships. I think we got like 20 new members tonight. Bad Wolf, thank you for your wrench payment. And I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Have a good night. Peace.